Hello, good afternoon out there, or good evening. Thanks for joining. I'm Gloria. This is Yoga with Gloria, and this is an full hour yoga class. It's a slow flow, not easy, not gentle, but slow. But I will give modifications if you're new here. But if you've joined me before, thanks for coming back and being a loyal student. And if you're new, thanks for checking out my classes. I've been live streaming 3 times a week for free since COVID started, but now we're doing it just once a week on YouTube, Facebook, everything. And then if you want the other 2 times a week, we're doing Zoom, so I can watch you and correct your form and stuff for all of the people that are subscribing to help the channel out. And you can start with as little as $10 a month, and you get access to all of my Zoom classes, the yoga, the high intensity interval training, the weight training, and for a little higher tier, you get Qigong also. All right, there's information underneath right now if you'd like to subscribe or to donate. All right, please say hello in the comments so I know who's out there. And let's get started. And a special shout out to my sister Lily. Happy birthday! All right. Hello, Alice. Hi, Suresh and John, Roseanne, Teresa, and Paul. Welcome. All right. Let's go ahead. Fernanda, hello. Welcome. Welcome back. Let's go ahead and tuck the chin in towards the chest and just roll the ear over the shoulder. Chin to the chest. Roll over to the other side. Chin to the chest. And hello from Canada, Paul. So if you feel fine in your neck, you can take full circles. The trick is to do it with full relaxation, though. Thanks, Fernanda, saying happy birthday to my sister. All right, full big circles. If you're able to, you can also add, if you like, you can add reverse namaste or like this, and that'll just help to get the scalings in the front of your neck. Hello, Debbie. Welcome. Nice to have you and Allison together. Allison is on. I didn't see her comment. Hi, Abigail. Good to see you. All right. And then we're taking it the opposite direction. Paul is asking for inversions. At the end of class, toward the end of class, I will give you the opportunity to go up if that's in your practice. All right. And then we're just going to take one arm across. And then the other arm across. You should feel this in your triceps and your shoulders. Try to relax the shoulder down away from your ear and just straighten it all the way. So you could sit crisscrossed or like this. Either way is fine. Hand behind you. And you're just going to straighten the arms, lift them up as high as you can. And I'm just going to take the arms to the left and look over your right shoulder. And then arms to the right, look over the left shoulder. All right. Let's go ahead and stretch up and over, up and over. So this is listening to your body, seeing what it needs to fan out the rib and your side body, the rib cage. George, hello. Up and over. Oh, it must be Chloe doing yoga. Hi, Chloe. So from here, if you're more flexible, you could bend the elbow down. Or if you're not, you're up here, George. If you're less flexible. Other side, so again, just right here is fine. You'll take it to your own 60% if it's here. If it's lower, if you're more flexible, then you want to, your 60% maybe bringing your forearm to the floor, but you want to keep it honest. So try not to hike that left sitting bone up, right? You want to keep it. Great. All right, lengthening up, and you're going to take a little twist here, hand to the opposite knee. Super straight spine, lift up through the crown of your head. And then other side. All right, let's just do a little movement here. Hands on your shoulders, and you're going to make the sound shh, 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 pulling the belly button in. Shh, 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 shh. Let it, a little pranayam with that healing sound. Is a good sound for the liver to help release stress and frustration, irritability. 3 more times. And relax it down. All right. Go ahead and turn the palms up. You're going to close your eyes just for a minute, just to connect to your breath. So let's do some box breathing here. Super easy, but a great way to calm down. So it's just breathing like a box. So I'll tell you. So you're going to inhale through your nose for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 2, 3, 1. Hold with nothing in it. 2, 3, 1. Inhale. 4, 2, 3, 1. Hold. 4, 2, 3, 1. Exhale. 4, 2, 3, 1. Hold. 4, 2, 3, 1. Inhale. 4, 2, 3, 1. Hold. 4, 2, 3, 1. Let's do 2 more rounds. Exhale. Hold. 4, 2, 3, 1. Inhale. 4, 2, 3, 1. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. 1 more round. Hold. Exhale. Hold. And then release. Just breathe normal and notice how that little box breathing, the effect it has on your body, your mind. All right, hands in front of your heart, drop your gaze. Let's take a moment to call up an intention for today's class. And we'll seal that in with 3 ohms, inhaling deeply. All right. Let's go ahead and start in a child's pose. So the knees are wide, toes touching, forehead on the floor, arms reaching forward. And then let's walk the hands over to the left. So the left forearm down, right fingertips. And then isometrically dragging the fingertips back towards the right side of the mat. All right, let's go to the other side. Right forearm down, left fingertips, forehead on the floor. All right, coming back. And then you're going to just come on up. So you can have the knees, hips width distance. And you want to keep your core tight. And how do you have a tight core? Just like whack it a few times and everything will tense up. You can have the toes pointed, or a little easier if you curl it. So super strong core, lift up through the crown of your head. Reach forward, slowly lean back a little, really engage the front abs, chin towards the chest, and then come on back. So if it's super hard, just go back an inch or two. If you're able to really crunch down into the chest, a little further down and back. And then you can also point your toes. Maybe go down a little more. Come on back. All right. Spread your fingers. Drop your belly, look up, a little cat-cow, round your back, tuck the tailbone under. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round and tuck. Inhale, up. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. Good. If you want to stretch the carpal tunnel muscles, flip your hands so the fingers are facing your knees. If it's too big a stretch, you can walk your hands closer to your knees. It's helpful to claw the floor so the knuckles rise up. And then let's do a little cat-cow with lion's breath. Sticking your tongue out, letting all the air out. Inhale, look up. Exhale. Two more times. One more time. All right, let's bring your fingers to face forward again. And we're going to stretch that right leg back. Stretch into the calf. And then lift it straight up, little pulsing. Try to keep your hip points square to the floor. Little pulsing, feel the right glutes fire. Once you feel that, you can take the opposite arm, the left arm. See if you can pulse a little here. If you fall over, then just take your hand to the floor. And if it's not too hard for you, you can add this dynamic core, elbow towards the knee, in and out, in and out. Okay, so we'll do 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift up. Okay, now you're going to turn to your left, bend that back knee, see if you can catch your foot. If you can catch it, kick it away, open up your chest. Good, and release. knees together, other side. Stretching out the calf. Trying to take the heel back. Lifting it straight up. Little pulsing here. Feel the left glutes fire up. Good. Opposite arm. Little pulsing. Super great for your rectors on your back, your balance, your core. Right? So you can stay here, or if you did this on the other side, we'll take it in and out, in and out. Just be balanced. So we have 10 more on here. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Let's turn to your right, catch your foot, and kick it away. Okay, and then you're going to come on down to your belly. Bring your chin down. Bring your hands by your hips. And then Shalabhasana, lift everything up. And then back down. And Shalabhasana. And back down one more time. And up. So again, if you're tired, at any time take a child's pose, that first pose we did. And then join us when you're ready to come back. Okay, from here you can either do Sphinx, right here, forearms down, or if you're ready for your full cobra, you can take your hands under your chest and come up, grow your cobra as high as you're comfortable, roll your shoulders back, lift up through the crown of your head, take the back of your neck back, bend the elbows but squeeze in towards your ribs. Good, and then we're going to turn and look over the left side. And turn and look over the right. Back to center, curl the toes, downward facing dog. So pedal your feet here. Shake your head yes and no. And you're going to swing your heels to the left. Heel toe, heel toe. And then swing the heels to the right. Back to center. Right leg steps forward. Left leg steps forward. Forward fold. So you could bend the knees slightly here. You can rock forward and back to the balls of your feet and then to the heels. You can grab opposite elbows and you can go side to side here. Good. Lift and lengthen. Nice flat back. You can take your left hand down to the floor, bend the left knee and twist to the right, or you can bring your elbow to the thigh, side angle, you choose. Other side, bend the right knee and twist. to center. Circle the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. All right, we'll do a couple of sun salutations here to warm up. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Lift and lengthen, nice flat back. Exhale, fold, right leg back, left leg back. Lower to your belly. Point your toes. Come up for cobra. And then downward facing dog. Feet together, right leg lifts. Three-legged dog. Let's bring it forward between your hands. Left leg steps forward. And then circle the arms up. Exhale, let's dive it down. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Left leg back. Right leg back. So chaturanga is halfway down if you can, or come to your belly. Cobra or up dog. And then downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Three-legged dog. Bring it forward. Right leg steps forward. Circle the arms up. Exhale, fold down. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Right leg back, left leg back. Chaturanga. Or to your belly. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. Right leg lifts. Bend it and stack it. Open your hips. Look under the left underarm if you can. Lift your knee as high as you can. Point your toes. See if you can feel the right hip flexor stretching. Good, and then bring it forward. Left leg steps forward. Circle the arms up. One more time, coming down. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold left side, right side. Chaturanga, cobra up dog, and downward dog. Feet together, left leg lifts. Bend it, stack it, look under the right underarm. Bring it forward. Right leg steps forward. And circle the arms up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Bend your knees, sink your hips for chair pose. Like you're sitting on a chair that's not there. Good, forward fold. Clasp your hands behind you. Lift your arms up over your head. Hands to the floor, bend your knees, walk, step, or jump. Chaturanga or to your belly. Cobra, up dog. Downward dog. Right leg lifts. Bring it forward. Come on up for high lunge. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, come on down. And then let's bring our hands by the side, palms facing up. Exhale all the gray energy that no longer serves you out of your body. Swim in, new energy in. So exhale, let out any energy that no longer serves you out of your body. So letting go first, cleanse and clear. And then you can fill your heart and lungs with new energy, with inspiration. 2 more. And with courage. Inhale, open up. Good, let's turn slowly to your right. And let's bring that left hand down for an easy twist. If you want to go harder, you can. Hook your elbow past your knee, or you can come to your knee to make your way into this pose. You can open the arms if it's available, if you have a backward spine practice. Spin it down, step it back, lower to belly, cobra. Look up if it feels okay for your neck. And then downward facing dog. Left leg lifts for a 3-legged dog. Bring it forward. Come on up for high lunge. Inhale. Exhale, come on down. All right. Palms at your side. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, swim it in. Lift your chest. Exhale out with the old. Inhale in with the new. Exhale, slow movements. Three more times. Hold energy out. Breathing in inspiration, in. Last time. New energy in. Good. Turn your palms toward each other as you slowly rotate, 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 rotate. Maybe 90 degrees. And then easy twist. So most of you maybe hand to the floor. Just like that. If you want to go deeper, you can hook elbow past the knee, or you can even come down to your knee first. Hook elbow past the knee. Namaste your hands, and then straighten. Keep taking that left hip back. Arm and knee resist each other as you open the arms. And some of you might be able to hook your hands together. All right, windmill the hands down. Quarter turn to the right. I'll just turn around. So the feet are parallel. And then you spin the inner thighs back. So if you cannot touch the floor, please go to a couch, a table, a wall like this. If you can touch the floor, then you can bring your hands, that wrists under the elbows, like so. All right, lift and lengthen, nice flat back. We're gonna quarter turn to your right and set up for warrior one. Come on up. Left elbow over right, eagle arms. Left elbow over right, lift the elbows, hands away from the face. Or you can find a little back bend if you can balance, lifting and looking up. Good. Come on back and release your hands. Let's straighten the front leg. We're going to take your right hand, hinge forward past your ankle, grab your ankle, and find a triangle pose. So stacking your shoulders, stacking your hips. You can circumduct that left arm. 3, 2, and 1. And you can take the top hand to your hip, bend the front knee, and if you have half moon practice, you're going to walk your right hand forward, lift the back foot up. If you don't have this practice, you can just come onto your right knee and lift up like this. Or you could lean against a wall so you don't fall over. And once you feel balanced, if you do, you can try to catch that top foot. Maybe pull it into the outside hip or grab your toes and kick it away. Good. Windmill the hands, standing splits. Standing split. Maybe you can take the back knee over, have a seat. Ardha Matsyendrasana. Lift and lengthen. You're going to turn over to the right, or you can hook your elbow past your knee. And then release and unwind. So from here you can do an easy little Navasana. So you can just lift your heels off the floor. Or you can have your legs about parallelish. Your tailbone doesn't feel good, you can add a blanket. So here, or you can lift it all the way up. You can grab your toes and try to balance. Just lifted. And falling over is part of the process, so don't feel bad if you fall over. All right, let's cross our ankles. And we're going to come on back down, downward facing dog. Inhale through the nose, out the mouth. Left leg lifts, 3-legged dog. Bring it forward, send the back heel down. Come on up for warrior 1 on the other side. Right elbow over left elbow. Eagle arms, if you can, palms together. If you cannot, backs of your hands together are fine. Super tight, you can just hug yourself, one elbow over the other. So try to lift your elbows, hands away from the face. Or you can find a little back bend if it's in your practice. Good. Come on back. Hands on your hips, square your hips forward. Straighten the front leg, hinge forward with your left hand and grab your ankle and go ahead and stack your shoulders for triangle pose. Good. You can circumvent that right arm for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bend the front knee, walk the left hand forward, or just bend the left knee to the floor. Coming up for half moon pose. Stack your shoulders, stack your hips, reach your arm up. Maybe you can grab your ankle, roll it back, or grab your toes and lift it up. Good. So windmill the hands to the floor. Lift and lengthen. Lift that back leg as high as you can for standing splits. And then bring it down over to your left. Have a seat. So wiggle both sitting bones on the floor. Hands behind you. Lift your chest. Inhale. Exhale. Twist over to your left. You can hook the elbow past the knee. And release. Untangle. Feet are flat. Hands behind you. Lift your chest. Lift your chest straight up. And maybe let your neck fall back. And back to center. The hands can be forward or out to the side. You can press down, lift up for reverse tabletop. Again, the neck going back if you're able to. And then we're going to just cross our ankles. And we're going to come on to Sphinx Pose. So on your belly. Elbows to the floor. Fingers spread wide. Tops of your feet are pointed on the floor. Take the back of your neck up in line with your spine. Okay, so from here, you're going to bring your elbows a little more narrow than your shoulders. Clasp your hands. And then curl your toes under, pressing down with the elbows, the forearms. You're going to slowly make your way into dolphin. So just pretty much downward dog on your forearms. Pressing down a lot with the forearms so your head is not touching the floor. Good. So you can stay here, or we have the option to bring one leg up at a time. If you want to practice inversions against the wall, this is going to be my wall. So you don't have to do this if you don't have the practice, but if you do, you want to bring your feet against the wall. You want to be strong here, and then you're going to walk your legs so the ankles are about the same height as your hips. And then lift one leg up at a time. So otherwise you're just in your regular dolphin, lifting one leg up at a time without the other foot against the wall. adds a lot of pressure. So you have to be ready to take all that in. So there you go. Okay, and when you're done, we'll just take a quick little child's pose. Forehead on the floor. Okay, now we're gonna claw the floor, curl the toes under, lift into downward dog. Feet together, right leg lift. Let's bring the right leg forward, spin the back heel down. Just gonna do a quick warrior two, reverse the warrior, forearm to the thigh. Reach long through your side body. And if you're more flexible, hand to the floor, bend and straighten if you like. Top hand behind you, roll your shoulder back. And if you're more flexible, take a full bind. All right, hand to the floor. Let's take this foot in, the other foot out. Come on up for warrior two. Warrior two on the other side. Shrug your shoulders in, open up. Warrior two. Reverse the warrior. Elbow to the thigh, side angle, pressing down with the elbow a lot so that you can turn the chest and the heart up to the sky. If you need to spin that bottom heel out, you can. Welcome, Dan. And reach your hand to the floor. You could bend and straighten if you like. All right. Top hand goes behind you. Roll your shoulder back or half bind or take a full bind. And release. Quarter turn back to center. You're going to bend your knees. Take your hands on your inner thighs here. The hips are back. And then I'll turn sideways. So you're going to drop your right shoulder forward and look over the left shoulder. Good. Then you drop your left shoulder, look over the right shoulder. And back to center. And then you're just going to interlace your fingers. Interlace the fingers here. Slide it down your belly. Bend your knees slightly. Press your heels into the floor. Press your heels. Lift your toes. Press your heels. Lift your toes. Bring your hands down about knee level. About knee level. So see from my tailbone to the crown of my head is super straight. Palms facing down. Press into the floor with the heels. Scoop up the palms. Up, 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 up. Super straight back. Great for your any back pain, strengthening it. Your posterior chain here. Straighten the legs, come on up. Palms facing you, sliding down your body, sliding down your belly. Bend your knees slightly, hips back. Look forward about 10, 20 feet. Scoop your hands forward. The hips are back. You're sinking your heels into the floor. Nice and slow. Stand up. Again, palms down your belly, hips back. Bend your knees slightly. Scoop your arms forward, looking up. Good. 3 more like this. Bending the knees, scooping forward. 3, 2, and 1. Standing up. All right, let's go ahead and come on down. We're going to take our right leg forward for a low lunge. Interlace your fingers. And exhale, come forward. Inhale and exhale, come forward. Soften away and then soften back into the pose. All right, let's bring our hands down to the floor. We're going to shift it back, Ardha Hanuman. So you can go forward a little and then go back, heels dragging into the floor, dragging it back towards you, scooping your heart forward, squaring your hip points forward, staying here, or maybe you can, if you're more flexible, you're folding over, forehead to the shin. All right, let's go ahead and bring our knees together. And we'll go to the other side. Interlace your fingers. Inhale. Exhale, come forward. Inhale. Exhale, come forward. Inhale. Exhale, come forward. Thank you. Okay, hands to the floor. You can wiggle the front foot forward or the knee back as you shift your weight back. So straighten the leg, heel down, drag it in towards you, scooping your heart forward and folding over the front leg. Alrighty. And then we're going to come on down for the slow flow class. I'll introduce some slow flowing movements here. So wide legs, heel down, toes up. And you want to tilt your pelvis forward. So if it were like it's shaped like a bowl, so you want to have it so it's tilted forward so the milk can pour out if there was milk in it. So it looks like this. So notice it should be like this. A little sway in the back and not like this. If the pelvis is like this, then there's some dumping in the back and it doesn't feel good. It's not good for you. Instead, if you spin your inner thighs back, lift your chest and just pull some of that meat backwards, then you'll have a little sway in your low back, and that's a better position for you. If you need help with that, you can always find a towel and pat it up. And if you lift up and roll off the edge here, side camera is good, front camera. Yeah, so roll off the edge there, then see how it tilts your pelvis in the right position. So find a position that works well for you. Heels are down, toes are up. Spin the inner thigh, flesh of your glutes and everything back. Lift your chest, inhale, toes active, heels pushing down, and then you're going to slowly come forward. So you can just walk your hands forward a little bit. You'll probably feel lines stretch right here in the inner thigh, and you know you're in the right position. So you can stay here. If you're more flexible, you can bring your elbows to the floor or a block. And slowly come on up. We're going to turn to the right here. Let's go ahead and take under the knee, lift it up, and we'll turn this way for Janushirshasana here. So let's just go ahead and take that left arm up, and it's going to go towards the outer edge of your foot here. So if you cannot reach the outer edge of your foot, then you'll just grab the outer edge of your leg, of your calf here, and fold over as far as you're comfortable. You can also take a strap around the arch of your foot and just hold it like that. And you can bend the right leg if you like a little bit. So you should feel the back of your hamstring and also that lower left quadrant of your back stretching there. And then slowly come on up. And you're going to scoop under the knee and let's straighten that left leg. Spin the inner thighs back, hands behind you. Lift and lengthen. Inhale. Take that right hand to the outside edge of your leg or your foot if you can reach it. Inhale and exhale, fold over any amount, forehead towards the shin. And slight bending of that left leg is fine. You can still feel it in your hamstring. Lift and lengthen. And then bring the soles of your feet together. And fold forward for Baddha Konasana. Okay, so if you like, you can pop into a pigeon, one on each side, or you can just stay here and take right ankle over left knee and just try something different because it stretches the same muscles like the piriformis and the outer hip, but it gets it at a different angle. So just try this one and see how it feels for you. You want to dorsiflex the foot to protect that knee, and you want to try to bring the shin as close as you can towards your chest. You'll feel a deeper stretch. You can rock back and forth like this, and you can also scoot your butt closer to that left knee, left heel if you're able to. So you can also press down and lift your butt off. See if that feels good. It's just about playing with different angles and with what's tight in your body. So and release. Other side. Right ankle over, left ankle over right knee. And here we are. Scooting towards your heel. Rocking back and forth a little. And release. Oh, it's about time. All right, sit in any comfortable seated position and palms facing up to receive. Inhale through your nose. Open the mouth, side out. Surrendering to your practice. Opening your palms and collecting all of the positive universal energy and chi all around you. Bring it into your heart center as you smile and feel blessed. And with gratitude for our practice here together in the virtual world, let's offer one Om to seal it in. Inhaling deeply. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and like, comment, share. Every bit goes a long way to help our channel. And do consider subscribing if you haven't already. Those of you that are subscribed, you'll see you tomorrow on Zoom for the high intensity interval training followed by the weight class. Bye, Suresh. Thanks for coming, everybody. Bye.